Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. So today's video, I want to share with you guys some new blooms that I am very excited about. I'm gonna tell you what I am doing to them to make them rebloom and how I am taking care of them. So it's not gonna be a morning walk this morning. I will do that tomorrow morning, Tuesday. I do wanna limit my morning walks to once a week. This way, on a weekly basis, I can show you something hopefully new and exciting in my garden. So today is Monday, December 9th, and it's a little chilly. It's around 66 degrees today. Not as cold as it was in my last video, so I can actually sit out here and talk with you guys a little longer. Anyway, so I'm very excited about one of my new blooms, which surprisingly, she excited me when she bloomed, and I'm very happy to share this one with you guys. So this, you guys, is the first in my collection. This is a bulbophyllum. It's one that I got in a box from Vanda Orchids. She had not ever bloomed for me. I got her about 1.5 years ago, and I was not excited when I got her. I'm not gonna lie. I had no idea what it was. I Googled it, and you guys told me that she smelled really bad. She was stinky, and I didn't want to get rid of her just because I don't like to throw plants away or get rid of any orchids. So I just kind of kept her, and she really never did anything for me until just recently. And I have to tell you that I am a little bit obsessed. So this is what she looks like in full bloom. This is the Rothschildium, and I know that I'm not saying that correctly. It's a bulbophyllum Rothschildium red chimney. So I do not detect any fragrance on her, so it's not like she's stinky or anything. But I do love how these blooms they've grown since they first started blooming. I mean, look at the detail inside of this flower. It is amazing, and I have to tell you. Okay, so it does smell. It really doesn't smell. I mean, it really does not smell bad. I was expecting like a fishy smell or something like that because of with the comments that I had gotten about bulbophyllums, and I do know that some bulbophyllums, I've smelled them, they smell terrible, but this one doesn't. So I'm very excited about that. And then look at these pretty blooms. I mean, she is so pretty. So I did get 2 blooms, and then she does shake in here. It's like a little bell. So the detail in these flowers are just so different. Right up here, they're like a little hairy. And then it has a little, right here, it's like a little wiggling bell. Look at that. I mean, it is so pretty. And then if you look at the detail on the petals, or I'm not even sure what they're called, it's such a detailed flower, and I am able to appreciate her now. And I mean, it's just so different. I love it. So let me tell you what I've done. Well, really, I really haven't done much. I've kind of ignored her for the past 1.5 years. I have to tell you, I have not given her. I mean, I gave her some fertilizer when she was together with all of my orchids. I would spray her down just like the rest. And then I put her out in my garden under a tree, and I just forgot about her. And then somebody mentioned to me, your bulbophyllum is probably not blooming because it's getting too much sun. They don't like that much sun. They like kind of like an intermediate, maybe almost like a filtered light, maybe like under a terrace. So I went ahead and I moved her to under my terrace, and boom, she bloomed for me. So maybe she was already ready to bloom. I'm not sure if the lighting really had to do with it, but I did move her under my terrace, and I had put her on a slow release fertilizer in the past, but then I just started fertilizing her with just a 20-20-20 fertilizer and keeping her always moist. So maybe that's the reason why she bloomed for me. Not sure. I'm gonna continue doing that. I'm gonna continue having her in the sphagnum moss, and right in here you can still see a little bit of that fertilizer, but that was given to her probably maybe 6 months or even longer than that, the slow release. So I do keep her inside sphagnum moss, inside a basket, and I am keeping her under my terrace. Since she's bloomed for me, I have her out here just so I can enjoy her blooms, but she goes under my terrace with sphagnum moss and always keeping it moist. So this is my bulbophyllum, Rothschildium, and I hope I'm saying that right, red chimney. And these are her pretty blooms. All right. Something else that I have blooming under my terrace. My Sherry Baby, just always in bloom. You know, if you guys watch my videos, you'll know that this is an always bloomer for me. I've got right here my haiku mint, which is a Vanda. She's not a very big Vanda. I consider her kind of like a mini Vanda, which is what she is. So this one does bloom for me all the time. I do keep her normally in my north facing window. I have to tell you, she smells delicious, and she's a beautiful Vanda. So this one I also got with Carmela inside one of the boxes, and her tag is, oops, sorry, I keep getting that leaf in the way. Her tag is right here. It's a Periarara Malt Leprechaun Haiku Mint. And I know I didn't say that right, so I'll just show you her tag. So like I said, this one is, again, always in bloom for me. She is a beautiful, fragrant Vanda. Oh, she smells so good. She smells kind of like jasmine and a little bit of mint. Very fresh. She smells really good. So that's another Vanda that's constantly in bloom for me. I want to go over here and show you another one that's new to my collection, which I am so happy I got, and I thank you guys. You know, you guys have always wanted me to get one of these orchids, and I've just never kind of been attracted to it. So this is a Cyclops Mendenhall. This is her tag. Oh, I have dirt all over my fingers. Cyclops Mendenhall, and I got her when I was in Delray, when I was at the Delray show, and she was in bloom, or he. I want to call this one a he because it just looks like. There you go. Let me get a better view of him. All right, so this is my Cyclops Mendenhall, and this is a new bloom. So I did get him in bloom at the Delray show, and that was in October, and right after I just got this brand new bloom right over here. You guys had told me that they just are constant bloomers, and that's exactly what he is. So I am hoping to have flowers like these constantly, because as soon as one fades, the other one comes right behind it. So you'll always have a fresh bloom. So this is my Cyclops Mendenhall. I keep it inside sphagnum moss. And I was told by Quest Orchids, which is who I got it from, which is right here. This is a tag, Cyclops Mendenhall. And I was told by Quest Orchids, which are right here in Miami, Florida, that they need to always be kept moist. So I keep it under my terrace. I keep it moist. I just watered it. So he's very moist right now. And I keep it in sphagnum moss. And I do not fertilize this one as often as my other orchids. They do not like a lot of fertilizer. So I was told to give it a slow release, and just slow release every 6 months, and you should be perfect. So I am also very excited about this one. Didn't think I would be, just like my bulbophyllum, but I am. And I definitely am gonna look for more of these to add to my collection. I did see a beautiful yellow one that Springwater Orchids had, so that is definitely on my wish list. So this is my Cyclops. Woohoo! All right, so I'm gonna show you another orchid that is about to bloom for me, which is right over here. This is my Cata Sedum Warsawitzkii SVO Jumbo Super with a Warsawitzkii OMG. I'm hoping to get another banana orchid out of this one. I'm hoping. So let's see what happens. Look at these beautiful big buds here. I love the size of these buds. So this one, as soon as it blooms, I will share with you. Can't wait to see that. And this beauty is in bloom again. So this is my Rosy Sunset F. It's my Oncidium. my beautiful Oncidium that gave me the gorgeous flowers during the summer. And it's actually the Oncidium that I use for my candle company. So she is the face of Scented Diva candles. I mean, the flower that's on all of my jars and my logo is this beautiful Oncidium. So this is the Oncidium Rosy Sunset F. As you can see, I keep her under my terrace, also inside sphagnum moss. And again, I like to always keep her moist. And she's in bloom again. Last time she bloomed, she gave me a beautiful show. She probably threw out about 8 or 9 spikes full of flowers. This time I've got 1, but I think she's gonna be a constant bloomer as well. So I'm very excited about that one. And I am going to take you now, well, before I get there, my phal is starting to get a new bud, and look at all of these buds that I've got. I think this was such a good buy. So I got this Phalaenopsis amboniceus with Cruel Smith Orchids, and I got it, I believe it was in Delray also, at the Delray show. And I'm so happy I did. I mean, look at all of these new buds and all of these flowers and buds right there. And it's a beautiful orchid. It's a little fragrant, not too fragrant, but it has like a spicy scent to her. So that's very exciting. It's a species. And then I've got another new bloom over here. And look at how pretty. Now this is a Vanda from Moats, and I got this one at their, I don't know, at their open house maybe a few months ago. But I got her in bloom, and she's in bloom again. And I love it when I go and I buy orchids in bloom, and then like 2 months later they rebloom for me. It just tells me that, you know, it's going to be a constant bloomer, and that makes me happy. I don't like waiting a whole year for these orchids to bloom. So very excited that I got another spike with blooms for her. And this is my Vanda Christelle Smith, which is these are the parents, the Vanda Insignis and the Vanda Perplexa, Insignis and Vanda Perplexa. So this is a Vanda Christelle Smith, very, very, very fragrant. And obviously she's gonna be a constant bloomer for me. So that is very exciting. I've got other buds and I've got other things going on in my garden that are ready to bloom. I don't want to take the walk out here because I want to save that for tomorrow. So that's it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. I had a very, very busy weekend, and I am sorry that my videos are not coming up as often as I'd like them to, or as often as, you know, I used to have them. This time of the year, the holidays, it's just crazy between work and my candle company. It's just crazy. So I apologize for not being on as often. I will be on tomorrow to give you my morning walk. Well, I will walk you through my garden. I'll take you out there. I will take you to my Cattleya section, which is very quiet, but I'll just do a full morning walk, and that'll be tomorrow morning, somewhere around 8 a.m. So stay tuned for that. And that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoy your Monday. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend, and I will see you tomorrow in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.